fu and coffee.
I realize that what I'm going to say might be shocking, so you might want to prepare yourself in your own way there for any physical reactions which may occur. You know, sometimes I feel stupid. And it's true. And, you know, it's not that I didn't go to school. I did go to school. I went 9 years. And then I decided that 9 years was enough for me. And I think it should be enough for anybody, but we'll leave that be, you know. But I don't think of myself as stupid. I think of myself perhaps as underserved by our educational institutions, you know. Because after 9 years of school, that was it for me, you know. I mean, I got my own interests. Kung Fu, coffee, Valerie, you know, and we didn't study any of that in school. You know, school was mostly math and science and music. No, I'm not interested, you know. But I feel stupid, you know, because some of the people here, even in Circle County, some of them can surprise you. Like, take for instance, Minka down at the Rainbow Cafe, the waitress. Boy howdy, she can surprise you. She could just, you're talking to her, right, going along, and she'll just pull out a anecdote and just drop it in there, and it'd just be so appropriate, and you figure, man, that lady has read a few books. And I say a few, but I mean a lot. Whereas if I say I've read a few books, I mean a few books, like 2, you know. And I say all this because today's movie, which is called the Shaolin Invincibles, takes place in a specific period of Chinese history, and it can teach us something about that. And enough yakking, let's see the bits together, shall we? You know, I wonder sometimes what John Dewey would think about an ignorant person like myself. I don't know. I never met the guy. The film begins with a title card, placing the film in the reign of one Yung Chang. Now, as we do today for all of our concerns, I immediately went to Wikipedia. Wikipedia's father. Wikipedia's mother. Anyway, Yung Chang lived from 1678 to 1735, but he only reigned from 1722 to 1735. Now, quoting Wikipedia, he continued an era of continued peace and prosperity as he cracked down on corruption and waste and reformed the financial administration. Well, that sounds rather nice. I think I would vote for this man. But there's more. Yung Chang tried to suppress any writings critical of the Manchurians. Now, one popular anti-Manchu writer was Liu Liang, who lived from 1629 to 1683. Now, one legend states that the daughter of Liu Liang, Liu Xinjiang, in fact killed the emperor. Was it true? Hold on, let me consult the microfiche. Well, with that information, we can come back to Shaolin Invincibles because our story is in fact built on this legend. Now, this opening text tells us that a family critical of the emperor was put to death, but 2 daughters escaped. Now, the younger is played by the lovely Doris Leung Chung-e. In this film, our character is named Lu Lang. The names are a bit confusing. We see that the daughters were raised in Shaolin. As the film begins, they are leaving Shaolin, armed with the lightning ice sword technique, on a mission to assassinate Yung Chang. You know, it's interesting, often in Kung Fu films, the monks tacitly facilitate killing without doing the murder themselves. You know, it's interesting to watch a film so interested in basing itself upon historical fact. What? Well, these monkeys are mostly invincible, except for a spot on the top of the head. And people even use the word invincible to describe them, but they aren't the Shaolin Invincibles of the title, obviously, because they don't come from Shaolin. Now, a more careful dubbing would have been helpful. The title must refer to the women, although I don't think 2 women are invincible. Whatever. Then there are the wizards. Now, wizards and monkeys, this is the king's idea of protection, and I have no idea what's with the tongues. Wikipedia has failed me. No. So, Lu Lang and her sister are out on a mission of revenge. They meet Carter Wong, who you may remember as one of the gods from Big Trouble in Little China. The king finds out that 2 daughters survived his purge, and the 3 people become outlaws. In this scene, they meet a man claiming to be a rebel. The women get jobs at the palace as maids in order to infiltrate and kill the emperor. Eventually, Lu Lang is thrown into prison and meets a hermit. She escapes in time for a final showdown with the guerrillas. But does that hermit have a secret? I'll let you find out. Now, it's important to consider this. Do you prefer movies with fights strung throughout its runtime, or do you like a single long fight scene at the end, perhaps running more than 20 minutes? Now, myself, I think I prefer many fights, but here it's pretty much a single fight. The ending is particularly painful, and you don't have to be a court eunuch with magical powers of divination to figure out that it's going to have something to do with that lightning ice sword technique. Ouch. They call me Dr. Love. Okay, in this scene, Lu Lang fights a monk with a flying guillotine. That's derivative, but still fun. This movie was made at a time when monkeys were all the rage. King Kong, APE, The Mighty Peking Man, those Clint Eastwood movies, Going Ape. You know, I was at Dino's house last week, and as we ate spaghetti, Dino expressed to me how disappointed he was in Rick Baker's ape suit for his remake of King Kong. And I said, "Hey Dino, at least your monkeys were better than those in Shaolin Invincibles." That cheered him up. Okay, welcome back from the Shaolin Invincibles. Not a great movie, I'm sorry to say. Kind of mediocre action, kind of, middling story, despite being based on perhaps some actual historical events or, legend. For these reasons, I have to give it just 2 beans out of 4 beans. Kind of right in the middle this time. But if it looks good to you and you like the highlights, then by all means deposit some monkey bucks into the pockets of the original copyright holders of this audiovisual work, and they will thank you for sure. As for myself, that's all. So until next time, guys, cheers. Remember about 25 years ago, wasn't it? Diane Fossey, remember her? Remember that? Woman in the Mist. She worked Gorillas, remember that? No? Too young? Yeah. No, it happened, it's true. Diane Fossey. Wife of film director Bob Fosse. Yeah, all she wanted to do was study gorillas. She wanted to benefit mankind with knowledge of these animals, and then they killed her. The gorillas killed her, ate her, skinned her. Terrible. Remember Predator, when they got the people hanging up? Remember that? Based on Diane Fossey. It's true. I should know because I did 9 years of school. Today's show is brought to you by Claude Rains Coffee. Claude Rains Coffee. So smooth you'll swear it's not there. Nice to get old. This nerve rock yours. Can be renewed nerves now. Bounce X and give it nothing. There's you near me. So never really don't need to learn it. That is how I remember. Yeah,